I say burnout, what's the first thing that pops in your mind when I say that? Obviously work, because it's everywhere, it's being talked about everywhere. Burnout this, burnout that. People are burning out because they have to work a lot, too many hours, too many responsibilities, and now the AI is going to take over jobs, and people are even more afraid because of that, and they are burning out even more because they're trying to prove to themselves and to their bosses that they're worthy and all of those sort of things, right? But here's the kicker. In reality, oftentimes it's the case that our minds have created a narrative, a story as to why we're burning out. Our minds are super intelligent and great at explaining things, but it doesn't mean that that explanation, that story is true. You may have created the story in your mind that you are burning out because of your toxic colleagues, because of the extra hours you have to work, because your boss doesn't appreciate you, all of those things. There could be a certain degree of truth to that those aspects play a big role into it. But by and large, there's always an underlying theme, underlying feeling that you might not be aware of fully why it even exists there in the first place. You never really asked yourself those questions. And unless you actually come to me and get into a hypno-coaching session where I can make you experience all of that viscerally, unless you do that, you won't be able to get to the bottom of it. You will be just scratching the surface, so to speak, with your attempts to explain why you feel that way in your life. And then you might start looking into changing career or upskilling or you name it, X, Y, and Z. You think that those are going to be the solutions, while in reality, those could be just distractions. Another 5-10 years wasted trying to chase after something that will allegedly improve your future and the way you feel and eliminate the burnout, while in reality, you might just end up in the same situation again, in the same boat, so to speak. And speaking of burnout and all of these emotions that come with it and how our mind tries to explain why it happens, I remember a session that I had with a client of mine a few days ago there, and it was about the same theme: burning out, drained of energy. And when I was discussing it before going into the actual session, right? We always do a discussion prior to the very hypno-coaching session. During that discussion, certain themes appeared, and the client was telling me very logical reasons as to why they thought they're not feeling well at work, and then they were planning to do this and that in order to make the whole thing better. But further into the conversation, it got revealed basically that that's not really going to help the underlying feeling, the emptiness, the question: what am I? Who am I really? Like, what am I doing here? What is my path? And then when we went into the hypno coaching session itself, those feelings led us to the correct place, to the proper place where the right questions could be asked and things could be revealed. And then the client was just shocked at things that got revealed to them. And the same thing could happen to you. If you want to figure out why you are really burning out, come to me.